A lot of the city of Flint, you could tell they were pulling together, wanted to get through it. But I think we've been beaten down so much now that it's a free-for-all again.
I think that's probably been our greatest challenge, is reestablishing trust, because we had people at every level of government, local, state, federal, tell us our water is fine, drink up.
Cheers erupted as the then mayor of Flint, Michigan, officially turned off the water feed from Detroit.
Here's to Flint.
It's a public health crisis of massive proportions. Lead in the water supply in Flint, Michigan.
Water is a human right. Fight, fight, fight.
President Obama declaring a federal emergency here, National Guard troops pouring into Flint.
Water for Flint! Water for Flint! Lives matter! Flint lives matter!
Their water giveaway starts at 10 a.m. Usually 5, 6 o'clock. You got cars lining up. They'll line up for miles. For our schedule, we gotta drop it off early, and then my wife goes, drops off the kids. She comes back and gets in line. So our vehicle will be here when she gets back from dropping off kids. Boys? Yep.
It's normal. It's kind of sickening to say it's normal.
The city's got to go one step further. They didn't go far enough in 5 years.
I'm just really excited to say that as far as the lead service line placement and the galvanized pipes, our plan is to be done with that by the end of August, the beginning of September. Our water source was switched as a way to save money. And so we went from Lake Huron, which we got through a pipe from Detroit, to going to the Flint River, and corrosion control wasn't put in place. We have an aging infrastructure here in the city of Flint, like every place else almost throughout this country. Lead seeped into the water system. That was what happened as a result of not having corrosion control. Even though the state has told us we could start drinking the water now because of the test results, I'm saying no, I'm not signing off on it yet.
I would say the quality of Flint water matches or exceeds most of the water in the state of Michigan and in the country right now. What happens to it once it gets to the home is kind of out of our control. I can tell you the water coming out of the plant meets all the requirements, whether you trust that. It becomes a matter of personal preference at a certain point.
We're still pulling out lead pipes. You have that potential for lead to leach into the water system. And so we want to err on the side of caution. And if it takes longer and we have to stay on bottled and filtered water, I'd rather do that, because I think people will feel more comfortable when they know we've looked at every single pipe in the city of Flint. So that's the reason we're still doing the bottled and filtered water, but it isn't because we haven't made progress.
Now I'm sitting here waiting. Water give out starts at 10 o'clock. It'll last me about 2 days, maybe, and that's if the kids aren't wasting them. But okay, I think they're getting ready to start the water, start moving the cars. They move the cars and they back them in so they can get ready and everything. You can put it in this door.
Can you open the door for me?
Yep.
Water? 2 cases, please.
Okay, yep.
You're all set, sis. God bless you.
Thank you.
Have a good day now.
Yep, you too.
Hold on, let them come right here, though. That's good.
Come on, Doobie. Come on, Shooby Dooby.
You got another one over there, a few more?
One more. All right. Come on, Soupy Doopy.
There are probably 3 distribution sites that happen in the city, but those 3 sites cannot, in no shape, form, or fashion, give water supply to the entire city. It just can't happen. We're heading out to deliver some water to a few people who of course, as part of our home delivery, seniors, obviously some are disabled. Right now, this as often as we can. Of course, this is all based on donations.
Myself, I wouldn't drink this water, you know, because now I wash with it because I got filters on everything in the house, so that helps out too, you know. At my age, I just don't want to drink water if something happened to me, you know, so I'm trying to protect myself. But, you know, I guess it's hard to trust people, you know. I'd rather go ahead and be with a bottled water and just be on the safe side, you know.
There you go, thank you.
No clean water.
How's it been over the past 5 years? Do you think it's getting better?
No, not at all.
I'm a social epidemiologist, and we work here in Flint to use trauma-informed approaches to support community resiliency. And what we do is try to contact 210 households. It's a representative sample for the city of Flint specifically. In that survey, we addressed where people were getting their information, whether they were trusting the information they were getting, where they were getting water, when, if they were able to get water. Some of what we learned is that from 2016 to 2018, initially about 56% of people had fear of using unfiltered water for drinking or cooking, and that's slightly down to about 50% now. I think the remnants of this crisis will be here for years, for decades. It will cross generations, and really because we don't know what the intergenerational impact will be.
Whatever I use for water for cooking, I always use bottled water. I don't use any of the water out the faucet. I'm cooking spaghetti for dinner, in which there will be 4 bottles of water used for the spaghetti noodles.
Just for noodles.
Just for noodles.
It's easy to go through a whole case with one meal.
One day they'll fix the problem. But still and yet, if they fix the problem, once, like I said, once again, I'm still never ever gonna drink out of the faucet ever again.
They could tell me a million times that the water's perfect. It's the best in the nation. If we ever move out of Flint, we'll probably be able to start moving on. But as long as we reside inside the city, no.